Greetings. Today we are looking at Shipwrights of the North Sea Redux, Redo, I don't know, but it's a new version of Shipwrights of the North Sea from Garphill Games, designer. Let's flip this over. Shipwrights of the North Sea Redux is set in the early years of the Viking Age, circa 1800 AD. As Viking shipwrights, players compete to construct the greatest fleet on the North Sea. Players must collect oak, wool, and iron, as well as getting other craftspeople on board to help. Gold is a precious commodity and must be spent wisely. As you would expect, the township is filled with an array of characters, bad and worse. Better hope they're on your side. Inside the box is a bunch of stuff. It is a 1 to 5 player, 13 and up, 60 minutes. Let's get this bad boy open. We start off, as per usual, with a rule book. It is the typical design from them, except a note from Shem Phillips himself. Update for Rune Saga. But then you get into your whole setup, your village cards, resources, how the turn plays out, taking actions, road, income, distribute hero cards, progress, end of game, scoring, and scoring. And then on the back is the Longship reference and the iconography guide. You'll notice there wasn't solo rules in a specific section. It's because this doesn't play two different solo. It just has little things in it. Where is it at? Like reveal round card and then draft cards, solo play. Because basically you're just going to be moving stuff on the tracks according to this and then adding up this value to try and beat in the solo play, and they get points a couple other different ways as well. First up, we have your player boards. Double-sided. What these show is this is where your longships and your craftspeople will go. It also has two different player worker placement locations. Turn 2 silver into a gold, or just get 2 silver. Here are your player pieces. I'm not going to pull them out. But you can see you have 3 of the 5 colors. Now you have the main board. Oh, my cards are all kerfuffled. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. The main player board. So this has the different tracks you'll be going up on as you're building cards, putting out longboats and so forth. When you pass these areas, you're going to be upgrading your starting cards. These give you these trades that get shoved under your boats. And these are settlements that you can raid to get various other things. This shows you at any time you can turn one of each resource in to gain 1 gold. Gold can be used for anything, and at the end of the game, gold is going to be worth a point. All these spots up here are for various cards to get put into. That's your discard pile. These don't normally go in here. I just wanted to leave them in here until I showed you what was in here. These will go into Rune Saga, which is the one where you can basically play through all of the games in a campaign style. But these are the updated ones to go in that. And there's the backs. Let's go with this deck of cards first. So these are going to be... Let me check the backs. If I just haven't flipped over the wrong way. Alright, so these are your round cards. So you're going to shuffle these up, grab 5 to keep track of the rounds. They're going to be this way, which shows all that iconography I went over on the board. You're going to flip one over, and this is going to show you what trades are available that round. So you can turn 3 silver in for wood, 1 for a wool, or 3 for stone. These are those tracks I said in a solo play I'll be pushing these up. Also, in a 2-player game, you'll have a dummy player out there that'll be moving along on those tracks. This is which way you're going to be drafting in a 3+ player game. And as I said, those are going to be points you're going to add up at the end to see if you beat the solo one. There's a variety of different ones through here, as you can see. Next up, we have all the starting cards. So there are 6 different huts that you can deal out to people. This is its upgraded side. That's its basic side. You can tell by the symbol. And on the basic side, it gives you 1 power. When you flip it over, it's a better power, and it gives you points. These symbols up here is where you're going to start by going up on that track one level. Let me just show you the rest of the huts. Then each person gets this Aija, I believe it's called, so you can get income of a worker. When you upgrade it, you're going to get 2 workers. These all function the same and just different color for the player, or for your player color. Same thing with a laborer, is if you need a symbol, you can discard a card and spend a gold to get any symbol. When you upgrade them, you spend a gold just to get any symbol, and their banner is just in the player color. Up here we have the promo pack that we got with this. This is Legends. And then goes over each person individually. Actually, I mixed the Legends in already. That's just a rules card. These are actually the ones you can use also with the, I can't remember their names. But you basically play one of these and then they have a ongoing power and then they adjust their tracks as well. There are those. Now we got the resources. So you have your wood, you have your gold, you have wool, you have stone. And then here are your workers. You'll be getting these and spending them as a resource or to put in those worker placement locations. We opted to get the metal coins. These are your typical quality, typical coins from the company, so you know they're really good. Next up, we are going to have all of... Wait, let's see, where are we at? Here we go. Alright, because these are all town cards. Let's get to those here in a minute. But first, let's go over what these cards are. So, these are those raid cards. You can see the symbol there. And this is depending on your strength value. You have to discard that many workers to get that bonus right there. You have a variety of these, as you can see. Next up you have those trade cards. Let's move those up to here. And these ones, when you get them, you'll either discard them for the immediate thing up here, or you'll stick them under your boat for that income. And there's all those, as you can see. And then you have your heroes. These are going to be awarded to whoever is furthest up on the different tracks. Or if you don't end up with one of these 3, then you will just grab one of Randy. So let me get resituated and I'll show you those town folk cards up close. With the expansion, there are 6 different town cards. Town cards have this back. The first 2 I'm going to go over are the boats and the craftspeople. You'll notice they have a blue icon here, or blue banner. These are the ones that go on your board. The craftspeople give you an icon. That's their major one, or you can spend a coin to get their lesser one. You can always spend a gold to stick this under a building, to which then you'll have permanent access. Otherwise, you have to discard these when you construct a boat. To construct a boat, you need to discard or have access to these 3 symbols, and then these resources. So 4 workers, a wood, 5 wool, 3 stone, and 2 gold for this one. You always can discard them for the resource shown there. The boats will give you these symbols. You move up on those tracks, that many points, and either an instant benefit or an end of game ability. This is going to give you 2 points for every one of those trade cards you end up with. Those buildings look like this. They have a cost to put out. Some of them give you points at the end of the game. They push you up on the track. You can discard them for that. But now they have a worker placement area. So you can do a couple different things with that worker placement. And these guys, these are your townspeople. You can spend a gold to stick them under a worker placement location. And if you do, when you put a worker here, you can do both actions. You can discard them for their ability over here, or you can play them and use their ability once for that. You have your Jarls. They have the green one. You can spend a gold to stick these under one of the buildings, like such, in which case you'll get end of game points and move up on that track. Or you can discard them for gold. Those are the only cards that give you gold. The sixth one, which is from the promo pack, are these heroes. They give you an ability that you can use as much as you want on your turn. However, they are discarded at the end of your turn, or you can just always discard them for that ability. So, now that you know what the cards look like, let's go over all of those cards. And there are all of the town cards in Shipwrights of the North Sea Redux. I was the groom showing you all of those cards. Hope you enjoy your day. I'll see you on the next video.